Well, hey gang, how you doing? It's Jonathan again for Tailhunter International, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico. And this is going to cover all of the fishing action for the Tailhunter Sportfishing fleet from the 2nd through the 9th of June 2019. Hope wherever you are, you're doing well. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for subscribing. Before I start and tell you about all the fishing, I want you to just turn up the sound for a minute and listen to this and watch the video. Well, what do you think? That's what it was like this week. It was on, it was off. There were winds from the north, south, east, west. One day blowing, the next day not. Blowing here, but not there. Cold water here, warm water there, green water here, clear water there. It was all over the place. Here's the conclusion I've come to. Something's wrong with the calendar. It's not June. This is April fishing. Just like so much of North America, winter is continuing. It's just not warming up quite ready. It's just not ready to go yet. It's more like early spring fishing than it is June fishing. It should be 95 degrees, 98 degrees every day. Humidity should be up around 70, 80%. It should be just a lot warmer. The water should be a lot bluer, a lot calmer. We should be catching a different species of fish. On the contrary, it's not bad fishing, it's just not what we should be getting in June. Everybody's catching fish, don't get me wrong. Days are generally sunny, except today. If you look behind me, that's the beach behind me. It's cloudy today. I've got on a full sweatshirt. When I put the boats out in the morning and I just put out our two shifts of fishermen, our Las Arenas fishermen, our La Paz fishermen, and I just put out our snorkelers and divers. It's cold out there. It's chilly. When I have to get into the water in the morning and pull the boats up into the beach and I've got to get wet, the waters are a lot chillier than normal. The winds are blowing. Today, we even had some rain. Go figure. It's June. But like I said, this is more like springtime weather. This is April fishing where we've got this big transition of fish. Like I said, everybody's getting bit. There's no shortage of fish, but we're not getting as many blue water fish as we should be getting this time of year. There's some Dorado around. One day they're here, the next day they're not. One day they're all over the place. Everybody's seeing them, but they just won't bite. There's a lot of bait out there, so maybe they're just full of fish. Tuna are there, and then they're not. They're boiling all around the boat, but they won't bite, or somebody gets hooked up and they lose the fish. Marlin are around. We had one of the boats tell us that they saw a bait ball and they saw about a 500-pound marlin come up right next to the side of the boat. It rolled on him. He said the eye was, about that big, stared at him and just swam away, and everybody just kind of went, "Ooh, whoa, that was a marlin. Did you see that? Did you see that?" The wahoo, one day they're here, a boat runs into them, everybody else around them can't get a hookup. Just that kind of crazy, erratic fishing. I'll tell you one story. We had one guy, he was on the Ponga. The captain and his buddy were facing him. All of a sudden, he felt something. Whoa, something went by the back of his head. The two other guys, the captain and his fishing buddy, are going, "Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that?" A wahoo launched itself from one side of the Ponga to the other. I tell you, with their sharp teeth and as fast as they move, had it hit him in the head, we would have had somebody in the hospital. But it just kind of brushed him. He felt it go by. The wahoo are there. The fish are there. They're just not quite ready to go. We are on the, the very edge. We're on just a couple more degrees, and I think this thing's going to go off. But in the meantime, inshore, Pargo, Cabrilla. You've got to take a look at some of the photos. We've got more photos this week in our fishing gallery than I've had for the rest of the year. It wasn't a bad week. It just wasn't spectacular. Some days everybody just had to work a little harder for them, but everybody got fish. There's Pargo, there's Cabrilla, there's dogtooths, there's giant pompano, the biggest pompano I've seen in the 25 years I've been here. This time of year we do get some pompano, but I mean, these are, they're the size of giant pizza pie plates. They're huge fish. They're delicious eating. We got rainbow runners. We got, like I said, some wahoo here and there. There's some Dorado here and there. There's Sierra. There's yellowtail. Those are cold water fish, and yet they're hitting right now in June. So take a look at the photos at the end of this. If you're coming down, all I can tell you is be prepared for anything. I can't tell you specifically what kind of tackle to bring because every day is something different. This place is good. That place is not so good. One boat's getting it. The next boat's not. Everybody's going home with fish. and everybody's catching fish. Everybody's having fun. It's just a little bit unpredictable right now. So if you're coming down, be prepared for just about anything happening. And like I said, if we just notch it up just a degree or two, the water comes down just a little bit more. These winds cut back. Every day it's been windy. If these winds cut back, I think things are really going to go off. So we're looking forward to having some good things happening. Take a look at the following photos. There's a ton of stuff in the gallery this week and so much variety. I mean, I think we had 17, 18 different varieties of fish. Keep an eye on that. In the meantime, I'm going to cut it out. This is Jonathan for the Mexican Minute La Paz Video Fishing Report. Hope you're doing well. This is going to cover all of the fishing action for this past week of the 2nd through the 9th of June 2019. Hope wherever you are, take care of each other. We'll see you next week.